missed an upload. Like, I'm uploading this a couple of days later than I would normally, but I am feeling a little bit better, so I just want to preface this by saying that. But I wanted to just do a what's in my bag because I don't leave the house an awful lot, but I do, because of my chronic illness mainly, but I do have this regular bag that I always gravitate towards taking out with me. It's like a canvas bag, like a tote bag, I guess. And I think I got this in Greece from, maybe it was like Bershka, or actually it might have been Pull and Bear, but I think I got it in Greece at the time. It's got like a little sun on it. It's really cute. I went with one of my friends to Greece and she bought a grey one, and I really wanted like a beige big tote bag that was like decent quality. It is so dirty, I'm aware, like I think because it's like really pale, it gets dirty very easily, so I do need to wash it, but if I'm honest, I don't care too much because I have decorated it with some really pretty pins, so I will be showing you those too, because my little hobby, my thing I like to do or collect is pins. Like, I am a pin girl. I think ever since I got this bag, I wanted to collect pins. It started out as a bit of like when I go on holiday or travel somewhere, I will collect a pin from that place that like says that place on it. So I got one when I went to Rhodes in Greece, when I bought the bag, and then since then it's kind of spiraled to a bit of like pins that represent who I am, sort of thing. So I will also be talking you through the pins that I have on my bag that I've collected over the past just over a year and a half, almost 2 years now. So yeah, I literally live for this bag. I take it everywhere with me. It's like a massive tote bag with a pocket at the front, and I basically just keep loads of stuff in it. So in terms of the pins, I will give you a bit of a tour. So I'll start from the left and go back like sideways, I think. So this one here in the top left is like a Viking hammer. I'm really hoping you can see that. It's like a Viking hammer. I got this in the Jorvik Viking Centre in York a few months ago when I went with my boyfriend, because we just did a little day trip there, because it's not awfully far from where I live. So yeah, it was really nice, and I really love Viking and Viking history, so that's basically mainly the reason I got it, and because I went to York, which I'd been to before but not since I was a child, so I was like exploring a new place. So that's the first one. The next one I have is a little cat paw print, and it says Team Toe Beans. I'm hoping you can see that one as well. But basically that's just because I love cats, and I saw it somewhere, I can't remember where, but I really wanted to pick it up, so I did, and I have a cat. I'm actually looking at my cat right now. She's like sleeping on the bed. Her name's Luna, and she's like a tuxedo cat, so she's black and white. But yeah, I just thought that was a really cute pin to have on my bag. The next one I've got is from Budapest in Hungary when I went for work. I'm hoping you can see that. I'm pretty sure it's the I can't remember what the building is called, so I do apologise if you are Hungarian and I don't know what this building is called in Budapest, but it's like really big. I think it's like a parliament building or something. I'm not 100% sure, but it's really beautiful. And when I went for work, we weren't there for very long, but I did manage to pick up a pin in the airport, which I always like to do when I was working, because I used to travel for work. Pick up a pin when I went to a country, which was just really nice, just to add to my bag. This one is from Dunelm. It's like super fluffy. I don't know if the mic will pick up any of the I don't think the mic will pick up some of the sounds here, but it's so lovely. And it's just got a mushroom on it, so sensory wise it's like heaven for me. I mainly use this for like podcast notes and like random notes. So I've got my most recent podcast notes in here, because I have a podcast with my best friend. If you didn't already know, it will be linked in the description. But we talk about loads of different things. So yeah, I've just got some notes for next week's episode. I have some notes from like webinars that I attend in relation to chronic illness and endometriosis. But yeah, I just love this notebook, and I always keep that and a pen with me, because I just never know when inspiration's going to strike or I need to note something down. I just found this very random, but it's just a spare scrunchie. I really like having a scrunchie, especially this one because it's really silky. Again, not sure if that made any sound whatsoever, but we shall see. Chewing gum. I literally keep chewing gum with me everywhere I go because I can actually sometimes get a bit nauseous from my endometriosis, and I feel like chewing gum is one of those things that really helps me. So I think this is literally one I got in Canada, so it's very weird because it's like almost like paracetamol or ibuprofen packaging that we have in the UK. Like you pop out the chewing gum, whereas in the UK we just have it in like a little like wrapper, if that makes sense. You just pop the chewing gum out as you peel back the wrapper. So this is really weird, but it's nice chewing gum anyway. So I always keep some sort of chewing gum in my bag. Just wondering if this is going to make any nice sounds whatsoever, or if it's just going to be absolutely horrific. This is a not particularly interesting little bag, and this is what I call my like kind of like period or like endometriosis emergency mini kit. I've spoken about this on TikTok, but basically I obviously have endometriosis, and I just like to always have a kit with like pads and stuff and underwear sometimes in it, because you just never know with being a woman in general, I guess, but endo, I just never know if I might bleed or just like staff and stuff, so I used this like in the airport when I went to Canada both ways, and it was amazing for that. It meant that like I was sort of guided down accessibility queues, like quieter queues. People were more patient with me because my mobility isn't very good in relation to my endometriosis, but like my disability means that my mobility is impacted, so this just really helps like alleviate that anxiety. And on this I have a couple of things. So I have my radar key, which, if you don't know what a radar key is essentially a key that opens I think it's up to like 60,000 locked disabled toilets in the UK. So this is like the key that if you have a locked disabled toilet, you just need it to unlock it, so you don't have to ask like staff or something if you have like kind of like an emergency situation, or like, because I have a disability, I just never know if I'm going to need to use the toilet or something, you know. So that really helps. I keep that on my lanyard, so it's really easy to access. And then I also just have my bus pass, my disability bus pass in the bag as well. And also on my hidden lanyard thing it says like emergency contact information. So I just really love this overall. It just is very supportive, and it makes my hidden disability a bit more visible, which is something that I've struggled with for a while, basically before I started using this at the start of this year. So yeah, I always keep that in my bag. If it's not around my neck, it's in my bag just in case I need to use it. And then have a pen. I feel like that's quite obvious. If I have a notebook, I need to have a pen, but it was just in the bottom of the bag, so here we go. I've always found pen clicks so satisfying, especially from these like big, like multicoloured pens. I feel like I probably pissed quite a lot of people off when I was in school because I would just do this all the time. Like I had to fiddle with it. But yeah, I always keep a pen. This one's great because it's like 4 colours in one, which is perfect for me. Anyway, so I also have a normal hairband, but I feel like, oh my god, I just flicked that across the side of the room. I feel like that's pretty self-explanatory. I have a scrunchie, I have a hairband. I've got hairbands everywhere. I literally find hairbands lingering all around my house constantly. So yeah, basically that's that. And then I also have this. I don't know if I spoke about this in a different video before, maybe my first video, but oh, that's a satisfying sound. I'm gonna try and do that again. I don't know if that was that satisfying, but it did sound satisfying to me. But this is basically my Lunar TENS machine. So this is a heated TENS machine. I take this with me everywhere I go. Everywhere I go. And I take the replacement pad just in case I'm out and I need the replacement pad. But it's a heated TENS machine that just really helps with my endo pain when I'm out and about. And it's literally just chargeable, and it's like I can put it on and it's super discreet, so it's just really easy to put on It's amazing. I love a tote bag. Yes, it does hurt my shoulder a little bit sometimes, but I feel like tote bags are just so me, and they just go with every outfit as well. So I hope that was enjoyable. Maybe a little bit rambly, especially at the start,